Okay. So, hope everybody's fine. It's the middle of the night. Just about to go to sleep when I heard Canadians traded Max Pacioretty this last night, I guess. Right now we're like 4:30 in the morning on Monday morning. So they traded Max Paccioretty for, sorry about the ums, by the way. I'll get over it. And there I do it again. They got Thomas Tatar, a guy named Nick Suzuki, who I've never heard of, but he's a center prospect, apparently a really good prospect, and a second-round draft pick next year. So the Pacioretty saga is over. The drama is over. We can go into training camp, at least without that drama, which is a good thing. So in Pacioretty, we lost about 60-65 points. If he's having a good year, which he probably wouldn't have had, I didn't see a bounce-back year, because if you kept Pacioretty, nothing changes and you're not really going anywhere. So it's a good thing that they did get rid of him. I shouldn't say that. He put in 10 years of great service. He was a great player, will continue to be a great player. The London Knights are getting a hell of a winger. I think in London you'll see a 65-point season from Patch. Now, we got Thomas Tatar. Tatar in a good situation like he should have here. Should pick up close to what Patch would have given us. He'll give us about 20 goals, 25 assists, somewhere in those, maybe 30 assists, somewhere in the 50-point range anyway. Which, I mean, it replaces Pacioretty's numbers pretty much. The main thing is we got a good center prospect that I don't know if he's ready for this year, but there's a good possibility that he is. And then the talk is that they're trying to get Kotkaniemi to, sorry, my cat, to maybe play this year. I had heard Kotkaniemi say that he didn't want to play here this year. He would like another year in Finland, but then I hear that he's looking to make the team. So, by the chance he makes the team, a guy like Suzuki's good enough. We're talking now, we have some centers. We can put Drew on his wing like he's supposed to be. And maybe Max Domi has a bounce-back season. And now we're talking about, okay, maybe not making the playoffs, but we're talking about not being the worst team in the league. Now, is that a good thing, a bad thing? I don't know. I was kind of hoping in a way we'd tank a bit and get a good shot at the number one pick overall next year. I guess if that doesn't happen, but we're rebuilding, and we actually are rebuilding in a good way, well, I mean, that's the problem solved right there. They picked up a lot of centers in this last draft. I would imagine they're going to work hard at developing a couple of centers to get some depth. I imagine since Thomas Plekanec's come back, that we'll have Plekanec. By the way, anybody who doesn't know this, you can see her. This is my 19-year-old cat that really wants to come over and sit on me, which we'll allow her to do. Let's see, good girl. So it kind of changes everything. We're looking at having had maybe a horrible season where we might have finished right at the bottom of the league. Sorry, it's my dog, doesn't really like this. Finishing at the bottom of the league, and now maybe we're going to do a little bit better. I see a little bit of hope here now. It was a good trade finally Bergevin made. Okay, sweetie, you're going to go down now. Maybe for the first time. I liked the Weber trade at first. But when you consider Weber's age, the wear and tear on his body, Not that Weber's played bad here, because he hasn't. But I think we lost on that trade for sure. And then you take the Drouin trade for Sergachev. Sergachev would really look nice in our blue line right now. But then again, leave us with how many holes up front. So, I'm glad to see that Bergevin is finally making some good moves. We'll see if it's a good move. I kind of think Pacioretty was done here. You could see at that golf tournament it was awkward. Molson and Bergevin did not want him around, didn't want to be there. You can see he wasn't in their plans. So good thing to get him moved before the camp starts, because you kind of want to go into camp with a fully positive attitude, everybody on the same page, without the drama of what's happening to Pacioretty and all that stuff. So I'm happy for that. I'm not disappointed totally. I thought we could get more, but it was looking like he was going to get totally fleeced. And I can't say that he did. I know a lot of people I've read online already, because my guy, the hockey guy, is the first guy that had it out. I wouldn't have seen it if it wasn't for him. I would have only caught this early, this when I got up in the morning. So shout out to the hockey guy, Shannon. Thank you very much for the update. Although you keeping me from sleeping, because it shocked me a little bit and can't go to sleep right now. That's cool. So I have a little more hope for our hockey team this year. I was kind of losing interest in hockey, and I used to, if you cut me, I'd bleed red, white, and blue. So I was the biggest Habs fan there is. But the team has been kind of boring, and because of life issues and shit, I haven't been able to really keep up on it. But since I discovered the hockey guy, he keeps me up on everything, not just Montreal Canadiens, obviously, since he hates that team and loves my hated team, Boston. But hey, that's hockey. It doesn't matter who you love, who you hate. You can always talk good, have a good conversation. It's hockey. Everyone's allowed to like who they like. So I guess I'm just trying to say that I'm a little, I would say, more enthused about what's going to be happening with the Canadiens this year. I wasn't really planning, I mean, I was going to follow them, but I don't know if I was planning to listen or watch the games when I could. But now I'm definitely much more interested to see where they're going, and that drama is over. I hope they don't fire the coach. I don't expect them to come out of the gates with, I'm going to say, come out too strong. I'm hoping they will. I don't expect it. So I hope Julian doesn't get fired again this quickly. I think they need a little stability behind the bench. I like what they're doing in Laval. They're finally starting to take some seriousness in developing players, which they weren't really doing before. When they were, I don't know where they were, and they had, I forget his name now. He didn't do a good job. So I see some more hope. It's going to be a much more interesting season. I kind of wanted to be the first person in Montreal to put out a video announcing this trade, because it's been a highly expected trade, that's for sure. I don't know how many people will see the video, but hey, it's 4:52 in the morning on Monday, September 10th, so I'm sure I'm getting a good head start, although I've seen a couple of bylines on the internet about it. So I hope that Montreal Canadiens fans will be happy this morning. I hope I won't hear a lot of fire Bergeron, it was horrible, blah, 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 blah. I don't see this as a horrible trade. I think that Vegas definitely won the trade for the moment. Stay there, please. Stay there, please. And I feel that, as you see, my cat does not listen to me, and my cat and dog are going to have a little... Anyway, so I see the trade as being... Sorry about that, guys. As being... We'll have to decide in the future. Right now, Pacioretty and the Knights win. But you never know. We'll see what kind of season we have. Tatar might explode this year. He's had 1 or 2 good seasons. He could have a career year. And Suzuki could work out and be a decent center. And maybe we'll have actual decent centers down the middle, because what we're missing the most is down the middle. Okay, so I won't keep you anymore. The trade has been announced, so it's been Paccioretty for Thomas Tatar, Nick Suzuki, and a 2nd round pick in next year's draft. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about my animals. Once again, if you like the video, please put a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate some more subscribers. I've got only 1 so far. But, hey, hopefully it'll catch on. So have yourselves a good day. Enjoy the news of the trade. And let's hope that we have a much better hockey team and a much better season to watch. That's it. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.